I was in a very gendered middle school program, and our band director had said, women don't play the saxophone. I just wasn't okay with that. So my mom sent me to private lessons, and I just fell in love with it. I decided that because we don't have many women performers in jazz history, it would be a good idea to systemize what all of these women had done.
So what do all these stories teach us about the legacy of women in jazz? It teaches us that our legacy isn't just the few women musicians we have recordings to look back on.
Everyone also understood that these women were playing a huge administrative, managerial, financiering role. And these male jazz musicians are succeeding largely because of the contributions that these spectacular, creative, business-minded women are making.
When we feel like we only have a couple voices to listen to and someone's voice is missing, listen closely. Research. Dig into spaces you might not have before. You'll discover there are voices influencing the prominent ones that you can build a legacy off of and find your own path forward.
This isn't everything I wanted to say. I'm putting together the research as a thesis right now, which is really hard but exciting. MSU was the first place where I had more than one woman mentor. It makes a much bigger impact than you think. To see not only the people who were several generations away from me, but then one generation away from me or half a generation away from me. It's like the thread is tangible right there. I was trying to secure funding for the album that was inspired through the TED Talk and decided to participate in the Running Start competition, which is a pitch competition we do here in the College of Music, partially sponsored by MSU FCU and partially by the Broad College of Business. Dr. Quinetta was watching over Zoom. She said, "I love what you're doing. I'd love to support it." She set me up with some really cool programming through MSU FCU. She's given me some legal advice, and it's just been really cool to have somebody who's able to offer that mentorship. Every single musician on the market right now needs to know business like the back of their hand. Finances are about stability, which means you can continue making art. So find those resources. Apply for every single grant and scholarship because, this school is so huge and there's so many resources. There's no campus in the world like Michigan State, just for as much cool stuff as going on. And a lot of the work I've done has only been possible through collaborations with people who I never would have met unless I just randomly showed up to that club or randomly showed up to that event. I saw this issue with we weren't speaking about women in music business super well. And it's turned into potentially a PhD, a record. Who would have thought? That pressing against that discomfort and that issue is where the most beautiful innovations in the world get made. So press into those things.